guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to part 2 of the things I think that you need when you're in Japan. So this video is going to focus on the things I think that you should pick up when you're actually in Japan. I just have a couple of items to quickly mention because I think that they are super important. So my most important tip is to get a Suica or a Passmo card. This is mine. It has like a Rilakkuma or Ko-Rilakkuma sticker on the front, so you can't see it, but this is the Suica card. I'll put a picture of what it normally looks like here. You can also get Passmo for Tokyo, but this will be your best friend. So like I mentioned in the previous video, I would recommend getting a fee-free international debit card. So you're gonna get your money out first thing when you land in Japan, right? You wanna have cash. So then you're going to go to a ticket machine and buy one of these. And then you're gonna load up your card, and then you're not gonna ever have to worry about tickets on the train. I feel so bad for people who have not invested in one of these. It costs $5 deposit to get one of these cards. And then when you are done, if you're not coming back to Japan, you can actually return it and they'll give you your 500 yen back. So why would you want to calculate every single trip you're taking in Japan? You want to just get there and have fun and not waste your time standing at the station trying to figure out what line am I taking, how much money do I need. That's crazy. Just get one of these, you just tap it and go. So you don't even have to think about stuff like that. This is like my biggest tip. I think that most people agree, but this is gonna make your life so much easier. And then when it runs out of money, you just take it back to the ticket machine, reload your money, and that's it. You don't want to be fumbling with tickets that you can lose and whatnot. This is the best. Get a IC card. And then as I mentioned, cards are not a really big thing in Japan. However, you can use your Suica and Passmo cards to pay at convenience stores, vending machines, things like that. So it's kind of strange that those are more accepted than debit cards, but you're gonna have a lot of cash on hand. So of course have a wallet, but more importantly than that, get a small change pouch. So this one is a vegan leather one from Matt & Nat. So I did get it while I was here in the States, but I had a smaller one from Japan that I bought while I was there. So I would definitely recommend getting a coin pouch because you are going to accumulate so many coins, because the money goes up to 500 yen in coins, and then the bills start at 1,000 yen. So I have some here. I have my 5 yen, 100 yen, and 500 yen. So these are the equivalent of about 5 cents, $1, and $5 respectively. And then I also keep these in my coin pouch. So this is a Tokyo Station penny thing. And then this one is a Sanrio Puro Land one, which I just like to keep with me because it's a nice reminder. But a coin pouch is going to come in handy, especially when you're buying things at like the convenience store or the vending machine. You don't want to continually break big bills because you're going to end up with a ton of 1 yen coins, which are pretty much useless. So keep one of these and then pull this out for small purchases so you can get rid of as many coins as possible. And it's also good for like the game centers and things like that where you need 100 yen. So this is much needed. And you don't want to keep like bringing out your huge wallet every time. So if you have something separate, it just makes your life a lot easier. And they have some really cute ones in Japan. You can get like Sanrio ones or whatever you're interested in. They most likely have a coin pouch for it because they know that it's pretty much necessary when in Japan. I would not recommend even stepping foot into Japan without having ordered a pocket Wi-Fi. For me, the SIM card is not really an option. I use a lot of data, and I mean like a lot of data. I think one time we went to the Apple store and they said they'd never seen people use as much data as my sister and I. So those like however many gigabytes, like single digit gigabytes, are not nearly enough for me. So what I do instead is I buy a pocket Wi-Fi device, which is about this big, and it's unlimited data. And the one that I rented for this trip is actually like a 5G super fast unlimited data, which cost me only about $40 a month. Like $40 a month. That is insanity. I mean, even my internet for my apartment was almost $100 and it sucked. So this one I can take anywhere with me. You can put up to like 12 devices on it and it's $40. Like that's crazy. That's way better than a phone plan. I'm not really big on texting anyway, so having the pocket Wi-Fi lets you go on social media, upload videos, photos. It allows you to get onto things such as like Google Translate in emergency situations. Of course, it's not the best option. But Google Maps is an amazing, amazing app for using the trains in Tokyo. It's very accurate. I never had any issues with it whatsoever when I was there, and I would definitely recommend it. There's also an app called City Maps to Go, which is really cool as well, because you can actually like pin different locations that you want to visit. So especially good for tourists, but if you're a long-time visitor and there's certain places in, you know, let's just say in Shibuya that you want to visit that you haven't had a chance to yet, or you haven't made plans to, you can pin it on the map, and then you can even download the map to use offline. So you can be like, oh yeah, I wanted to visit these 3 or 4 places in Shibuya, why don't we go today? And then you can look and you have that all right in front of you. It's really, really convenient to kind of have it all planned out on your phone like that. So I can show you guys really quickly on my phone what it looks like. I have 2 of them, so I will show you my older account. So this is before I went to Japan. The first time I went on here, and I put so many different locations on here. So the map is probably gonna look a little crazy. Let me zoom out. So this is my map. What is that saying? Okay. So I have so many different places that I wanted to visit. So let me just go in here. There was a lot in Shibuya and Harajuku. So I can click on these. Let's just click on this one right here. And this is Good Town Donuts. So I know where it is on the map, and these are all the places I want to visit. So I could kind of plan a day trip around this. So yeah, I don't think that I could survive without my pocket Wi-Fi. So highly, highly, highly recommend. Another essential for Japan, especially in the hot weather, is a hand towel or a handkerchief. So this one I actually picked up when I was in Harajuku on like my 3rd day in Japan. We went to Kittyland and I saw this, and it says I love Harajuku, and it's a Hello Kitty one. This is awesome to have in your bag, especially if you are sweaty and you just kind of want to like dab the sweat away. Sorry if that's TMI, but it just helps you cool off. And in some restrooms, like at the school where I attended that summer, they didn't have towels to dry your hands off of, and they didn't have the automatic hand dryers either. So I had to carry this around so I could, you know, wipe off my hands after I had washed them. So this is very multi-purpose, and if you spill something on yourself, you can wipe it with this. So this is definitely very important to have. Look how cute she is. It's so cute. And this has held up for almost 2 years now, and it still looks pretty decent, I think. So you can use these for quite a long time. I also recommend getting a compact umbrella. So this one actually fits in my backpack side pocket perfectly. So on the Kanken, they have like these kind of, they're like tall but not very wide pockets, and this one literally fits perfectly right into that. So I always have this in the side of my backpack because you never know when it's going to rain. Especially if you're going during the rainy season, you don't want to be caught out in the rain without an umbrella, especially if you're not super close to a station, or if you have any major walking to do to and from your living spaces. So I would just get one of these, and I recommend getting them in Japan because they're a lot more affordable there. Even the not so small umbrellas you can get at Daiso, which are really awesome quality, between like 300 and 500 yen, so like $3 to $5. The umbrellas in the States, at least from my experience, are just terrible. Like, they really suck. And I think I bought this for under $10, and it's so tiny. And this is like the best. This is probably just a single person umbrella. I don't think I could really share this with anybody, but most people in Japan actually have their own umbrella. And I'm gonna be doing a culture shock video about things I didn't know or expect about Japan, and I have a small story to tell about umbrellas. So if you guys want to see that video, make sure to like or comment down below and let me know. And the last item is something that you'll most likely end up getting for free, but if you don't, then I would purchase some, and that is tissues. So usually on the side of the road, you will see different companies handing out tissue packs with like a little, I don't know, I don't want to say flyer, but some type of like advertisement inside of it to try to get you to come to their business or whatever it is. So especially in like Shinjuku, I got a lot of them when I was there. So they'll just hand out little tissue packs, but these aren't really for like blowing your nose. Blowing your nose in public is kind of not acceptable. So usually if people are sick, they'll have a mask and they'll just kind of like sniffle, which also definitely get a face mask because that is super important when you are sick or somebody else is sick and you don't want to get whatever they have. But the tissues come in handy because some bathrooms, it's not super common, but sometimes you will find restrooms that don't even have toilet paper, or you have to pay for toilet paper, especially when you're going out into like a more secluded area. So you don't want to be caught without toilet paper. So your tissues can be used for that. And again, it could be used to wipe up sweat or just used as a napkin or anything like that. So tissues are a must-have in Japan. So I think that's everything that I have for this video. Let me know if there's anything else you think I should have included down below, and maybe you can help out somebody else who is planning their trip to Japan. So I still have quite a few videos planned for Alternate Travels before I leave, but if there's anything that you would like to see, please let me know down below and I will check out your suggestions. I really love hearing from you guys and your suggestions are always so great. So thank you again for watching this video. Make sure to like if you enjoyed, subscribe to stick around for more videos, and check out my other videos if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.